Hello there, it's Christina, and today we're going to be doing everyone's favorite problem, a word problem. Yay! Everybody loves them, right? Myself included. So let's get down to it, right? We got this. All right, so we have a stuffed animal business. That sounds pretty cool. The stuffed animal business has a total cost of production represented by this function, or this equation, C equals 12x plus 30, and a revenue function, that's R equals 20x. Find the break-even point. Okay, so who wouldn't want to be in a stuffed animal business, right? That's pretty cool. Like the Beanie Babies, right? Ty, big Ty. They did a documentary on, I think, Beanie Babies on HBO Max. You could check it out. But anyway, find the break-even point. Now, a break-even point is no loss, no gain, right? If somebody's breaking even in their business, that means that they have no gain, which means that they didn't make any money, but they didn't lose any money as well. So no loss and no gain. Now, in terms of a formula, we don't use the word gain or loss. We use revenue and cost. Now, a gain is what your, business puts out. That is your revenue. Right? You have a total gross revenue minus taxes, because you got to pay your taxes, right? Will be a general revenue. And everything that you have to, spend to have the business running, like if you're renting out a space, the equipment that you need to make the stuffed animals, the textiles, what is it made out of, right? In this stuffed animal business. Those are all your costs, and the costs are always a loss. So in this case, your break-even point could be simplified by a formula like this, right? The break-even point is just basically when your gain, which is your revenue, equals your loss, which is your total cost. Ooh, there. Now, they did tell us that we had a total cost of C equals 12x plus 30 and a revenue of R equals 20x. Now, the R is the revenue, right? So my R has to equal my C function, right? Because revenue equals costs. Now, all we're going to do is we're just going to say what those are. What was the revenue? Oh, it equaled 20x. So we have 20x on this side. And this is going to equal, what was the cost function? Well, the cost function is 12x plus 30. So I'm just going to put 12x plus 30 over here. And you might be saying, well, what is the x here, right? They don't really say what the x's are. But you're running a stuffed animal business. So usually when we're talking about business, the x value or the variable is always going to be they call it a unit. Unit sold. It's basically your product. So in essence, in here, our unit is going to be a stuffed animal. So we want to know, basically, how many stuffed animals do we have to sell in order to break even? Any more, right, after that break-even point, you're going to be making a profit, right? You're going to be making more money than you lose. But we want to find out what's the absolute minimum amount of stuffed animals that we have to sell in order to have no gain, no loss. So now it just comes down to algebra, right? We just want to solve for x. Well, I'm going to take the 12x and I'm going to subtract it on both sides. Get your x's on both sides. So this goes bye-bye. And we got a nice little line here. 20x minus 12x will give me 8x. 8x equals 30, right? Is that right? 20 and 12? Yeah. And then, yeah. Right? I think so. Did I write this right? I guess so. yeah, this is gonna be a little bit interesting because you're gonna be dealing with a fraction. But now, let's just divide by 8, right? They both are divisible by, I guess, 2. This would technically be, if we needed to figure this out, this would be 15 over 2, right? Because 2 is the same number that goes into both. Actually, this would be 50 over 4. But if we just use Calci, right, 30 divided by 8 is roughly, 15 over 4, which is 3.75. Now, generally, right, this would technically be the break-even point. However, the x value is always going to be your units, right? And usually units are whole numbers. Whole numbers. So, if we just want to find the break-even point, the specific break-even point would be 3.75. But if we're talking about it in terms of an actual unit sold, you can't sell 3 3/4 of a unit. You have to round up. Always round up when you're talking about, break-even points. You can't round down because technically 3, you would still be at a loss. So you would need to sell 4 units. But the general amount is the 3.75. And that is it. I hope this helped. Let me know in the comments what you thought. Thank you so much for checking out the video, and I will talk to you soon. Good luck in all of your classes, and check the website out. We got a website. It's, filled with goodies for you to help you get you through your classes, and we will always have your back. All right, we're doing physics, math, chemistry. We also have more subjects that we're going to help you out with in the future, and I'm super, super, super excited. So we got you covered. All right? Okay. Also, I would like to give a huge shout out to Maricela. Thank you so much for being a member to the channel. Your support means a lot to my brother and me, and we're thrilled to have you be a part of this amazing community. Memberships are open on the channel, and if you want to become a member, just click that join button, which can be found below on any video if you're watching on your desktop, or it can be found on the overall channel page too. For all of you that want your name shown in the video, don't forget to choose the gold tier or higher. Thank you so much for considering, and have a great day. Talk to you in the next lesson. Bye-bye!